$2,250 extra. This is unbelievable. I have all the details and what you need to know right here in the video, so let's get right into it. All right, now in this video, I want to share with you the details of a new report that was just released with some shocking numbers and what this means for us, the American people, as they are now suggesting $2,250 more per household. Let's get into it and talk about what they're now saying. However, really fast before we do, thank you so much for joining me. If you're new here or if you haven't done so yet, please make sure to subscribe by hitting the button right down below the video, as it's totally free to do so, and because I am your one and only daily advocate. Not only that, because we're rapidly approaching 500,000 subscribers right here on the channel, which is absolutely amazing, and it would mean so much to me if you hit that subscribe button right down below. Please also remember, I'm here for you as much as I possibly can be, as I'm watching all of these latest details hitting the wire, doing the necessary research and breaking it all down into these short videos so you can stay posted on what is actually going on during this very busy, confusing, and uncertain time that we're currently living through, as well as I want to point out anything out there right now you can possibly grab and or take advantage of, as things are changing so incredibly fast. So again, thanks so much for joining me. Please subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet, and also remember, my promise, my dedication, and my commitment is to you and everybody right here in the community to be here right by your side every single day. All right, let's get into it and talk about all the details of this new report and what they're now saying, as it's impacting all of us in a very, very big way. All right, so I think all of us can probably agree prices are up on virtually everything. Yeah, we know that, right? Obviously, right? We've been living this way for a very long time now. The last year and a half or so, prices have gone up substantially, and we're all probably completely sick of it. I know I am. I'm thinking that you probably are too, right? Higher prices, not a fan, right? But anyway, this new report that came out, I want to share with you the details about this and what this all means for the vast majority of the American people and each individual household, as we're talking about some huge, huge numbers here. All right, so here's what it comes down to. This report came out talking about energy prices, as in natural gas, electricity, heating oil, gasoline in our vehicles, all kinds of things like this, these types of energies. Let me break down the details of this. Here's what it comes out with. Over the last 2 years, since early 2021, right? So about a little more than 2 years now. So a little over 2 years. Get this, electricity prices are up 11.7%. Heating oil. Now, not too many people use heating oil, but there are a number of people that use heating oil, especially people along the East Coast. A lot of heating oil is used there. That is up 27.7% just in the last 2 years. That's crazy, right? That is a huge, huge increase in price. Now, natural gas is also up 26.7% as well. Now, the vast majority of the country does use natural gas, but either way, whether it is heating oil, electricity, or natural gas, all of these things are up substantially over just the last couple of years, especially heating oil and natural gas, like I just said, both of those up 26.7% and 27.7%. It's a lot. That is a huge, huge increase. Now, not only that, gasoline for our vehicles, just in the last 2 years alone, is up $1.03 per gallon across the entire country, which is about 34% higher than what it was 2 years ago. So you can clearly see here, based on everything that's going on right now, prices are up significantly, and this is just on energy. This is not taking into consideration housing, shelter, rents, healthcare, food prices that are still up about 11.5% year over year. So just in the last 1 year alone, food prices are up about 11.5% still as of right now. If we were to compare food prices over the last 2 years, they'd be up probably 20% just in the last 2 years alone. It's craziness, right? And then they expect us to continue living on the same old income that we've always had. I mean, really? Let's be real with ourselves right now. This is simply not sustainable. But these are what the reports are showing. However, let's break it down. So just with those energy prices that I was talking about, across the board, as in electricity prices, heating oil, natural gas, and gasoline that goes into your car, just across the board on all of these. Now, I get it. Not everybody uses all of these, but you're probably using a variety of these, right? You're probably using electricity, you're probably using natural gas or heating oil, one of the two, and you're probably using gasoline for your vehicle. Across the board on all of these, here's what they came up with. The report is now showing the average household over the last 2 years has now paid out an extra $2,250 more just because of these elevated prices just over the last 2 years. Let me ask you, do you think this impacts our finances a little bit? Do you think that this maybe hurts the American people a little bit? Which, by the way, on average per year over the last 2 years, that is $1,125 a year more is what the average household is paying out just on these utilities. Do you think that we could probably have a better use for that money? Obviously, right? All that money that's going out the window because of all of these higher utilities and all of these higher energy prices, we could have used for maybe things like rent, or maybe things like food on the table, or maybe things like new clothes, new shoes. I mean, literally, the list goes on and on and on. I don't need to sit here and name out the whole list of different things that we could all use it on, like the essentials, right? But this just better underlines the magnitude of what is really going on right now, as in all of these higher prices. And not to mention food prices. If we were to lump food prices in here, oh man, the extra out of pocket that we'd all be paying here just over the last 2 years alone because of this inflation on literally everything, I mean, how much more would it be? I'm not sure what it would be for food prices over the last 2 years. I would have to look all that up and do the extra research on that. But I know for the last 1 year alone, food prices are up about 11.5% just on a year-over-year basis. So that's craziness right now, right? My point is, the reason I want to bring this to your attention because when we can continue to see all these reports, we can clearly see what is going on here. The American people are getting essentially the same wage, as in your income is probably the same. Let me ask you, has your income really increased this year over last year? Not really, but maybe if it is increased at all, it's all basically being taken away through higher prices on all of this. Food, energy, gasoline, I mean, literally, the list goes on and on. Literally everything that we're buying right now, it is all higher in price today than what it was a month ago, than what it was 2 months ago, 6 months, 9 months, a year, 18 months ago, even 2 years ago. It's all substantially higher. So is this really leading toward a higher quality of life? Not at all. Not even close, right? So if incomes have increased at all, it's not relating to, people having a better quality of life. It's just literally being an adjustment for the inflation, or maybe accounting for a little bit of the inflation, but probably not even close in that situation either, right? So we've talked about this before in other videos where the incomes, as in, the incomes that people are getting, the adjustments to income, any raises or cost of living adjustments, anything like that people are getting right now to their income is simply not keeping up with the real cost of living. We've talked about that in great detail in separate videos. But this, again, underlines the magnitude of what is really happening right now. Super sad situation, and this is what they're pointing out. So, I don't know. Seems to me like, was all this inflation brought on by us? No. Were we the ones that had the printing press printing up all the money? No. Are we the ones that actually caused all of this? No. So do you think that maybe, I don't know, they should maybe pay us back for all this? I don't know. Maybe we should make a petition, right? They owe us. Maybe that's what we'll call the name of the petition. They owe us. Cut a check, please, right away. Deposit it right away, please. You know what I mean? So I don't know. But this is the details that I want to bring to you in this video, because these are the details and these are the reports that are coming out. I'm not sure about you, but I want to see all these details because this is what is being reported to us. And at the end of the day, I know it's discouraging. I know it's not what we want to hear, but at the end of the day, I want to know all this stuff because I want to know how I'm being impacted. And at the same time, I'm sure that you want to know how you're being impacted as well. So at the end of the day, this is why I bring this information to you, so we can all be on the same page here and see what is really going on. And all of these numbers go back to early 2021 is when these numbers were actually, started from. So basically the last 2 years, based on when this report, it was actually cut. So hope this kind of makes sense for you. Either way, I want to keep you updated with all this stuff going on. And again, I will continue watching everything very closely as I do get more details on anything going on right now. Of course, I'll do all the research and I'll break it all down into these short videos so you can see what's actually happening and how it's impacting you, your money, your benefits, your lifestyle, your bank account, and of course, anything else that may be popping up right now, you can possibly grab and or take advantage of. So again, thanks so much for joining me. I really do appreciate it. I know I'm kind of a goon sometimes, but that's okay. That's just how I am. I'm not perfect, never have been, never will be, and I don't pretend to be perfect either. I just try to do my best. Anyway, thanks again for joining me. I really do appreciate it. Please subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. Share the video with your friends, family, social media, and go back and check out any of the other thousands of videos here on the channel. Until next time, enjoy your day. Have a good one. Please take care, and I'll see you again soon in the next